Well, hello there, and welcome to another episode of Tock Next Block, the live game show where you play for 1 million sats. That kind of felt like Mr. Rogers style, where I was like doing something, and it's like, oh, hey there, neighbor.
You do look neighborly today.
Yeah. My daughter, Kitty. Oh, gosh, this is embarrassing. I'm going to say 78, guys. Somebody hit me in the chat. Let me know which number my daughter is. Woof. I hope she never hears this or finds out about it. I'm going to say it's number 78,
She
Kitty.
don't care. She just wants your $50.
She does, and she wants more Roblox time. Give me a break. I don't really care for clothing. I don't express myself through clothing. It's kind of the same as food. It's just something I got to do. Not interesting to me, but she planned out all of my outfits for this week, and I absolutely have been loving it because, number one, I don't have to think about my clothing at all. Number two, when I get dressed in the morning, I'm like, yay, and I get to think about my little girl. So the kind of, Mr. Rogers vibes here today are coming to you courtesy of number 78.
You look good. You look put together.
Senor Gringo, I will be your neighbor, Mr. Rogers stacks sats. He absolutely would stack Satoshis if he were still with us today. So let us jump right into the game, and we'll talk about how to play. So Tock Next Block is going to put 14 asks between you and 1 million sats. You got to get them all right in order to win the big prize. So far, only 2 players have gotten to the final question, and neither of them had what it took to win. So sorry, Dad. And also BTC Fanny Packer, I won't be as hard on you. You're awesome, and we love you. You keep doing you. Come on back and keep playing and get us rolling on Noster. So you'll have 21 seconds to answer the question once I'm done reading the last possible answer out of 4. If you get the question right, you can walk away with your sats. Okay? I think you should go all the way. Number 87, Kitty. Shoot, I got it backward. Okay. Or you can say, look, show me the next question. Let's keep rolling. If you go to the next question, however, and you get it wrong, then I'm going to drop you back down to the last earned amount, okay? I'm going to chop that in half. I'm going to send you on your way to play another day. But if you get the question right, then the dilemma returns. Do I walk away with my sats, or do I keep playing? Do I risk it to keep playing for more? Now, I want to give you these Satoshis because my mission is to make brand new Bitcoiners and to put Satoshis into every single person's wallet worldwide. So I'm going to give you 3 resources that are going to help you play this game. The first is the hummus break. If you need an extra 28 seconds on top of the 21 I've given you, you can say, hey man, why don't you go eat some hummus? I'll come crack on this black bean. It's a little too spicy for my co-host, Anna Bevan. Cracking a pepper grinder 5 miles away from her studio is also too spicy for Anna Bevan, but I can barely taste food, so I'll crush on it like a mug.
It's really delicious.
Okay.
Let me back that up. It's actually delicious.
People tell me that this hummus tastes good.
It tastes like styrofoam to you, but to us foodies, it is delightful.
And let me just say, this morning, my coffee mug looked the same as Kristen's green tea mug. And after opening the little like lip of mine, smelling it, and taking a sip, it was all the way down the back of my throat before I was like, okay, I'm pretty certain this is the coffee. I literally wasn't sure. Okay, so
what happens to your nose and throat? Have you been to an ENT recently? Like, let's figure this out.
Dude, Bitcoin fixes this.
Okay,
so
I hope so.
You can also ask for the consensus, and that's where we'll go to Mercedes in the chat. Vamos, Mercedes. We'll go to Senor Gringo Papi, who has a Spanish-sounding name, but is a white dude outside of Atlanta. My mom is in the chat. She has done more research on this show than anyone other than me.
Also white.
Right? Also... And everyone in the chat will drop their answers in, and you can see if you agree. You can also go peer-to-peer. That will send you to my peers in the production room. Number 98, Jeremy is on deck. Number 40, Anna Bevan is on deck. They've both been with me since day one. Anna Bevan is now co-hosting the show, and Jeremy puts the slides together, and he puts them together this morning. So if he can remember what he did a few hours ago.
That's the question right there.
And it really is one. Then there's a good chance he's going to be able to help you with the answer. Also, I'm completely expecting you to leverage every single tool at your disposal to try to win this game. That's you watching satchats. That's you knowing about Bitcoin. That's using Google and ChatGPT to just try to search for the answer. That's using my YouTube channel and the YouTube search features to try to find the right episode to see if you can get the answer in time. Okay? And any research you might have prepared in advance, whatever it takes, just do it. Okay? I think we're ready to play. So let's bring on Candy, who is going to pick up from last week.
Stand by. We're waiting for Candy's camera to turn on, and then we will bring her in. Here she comes.
All right. Got her?
There she is.
There she is. Okay, Candy, buenos dias. ¿Cómo estás?
Hola, buenos días. Bien, gracias a Dios.
Gracias a Dios. Sí,
Sí.
SKS. Okay. And Jer, Annabev, when you get a second, my view of Candy is not yet activated. So I can see her on here. So let's talk to Candy a little bit. And today's program is going to be en inglés y español. Candy, ¿estás lista para jugar? ¿Sabes cómo jugar? Hay algunas preguntas antes de empezar.
Sí.
Okay, Candy knows how to play. She doesn't have any questions. Oh, and you know what? I need to know how many resources she burned too, because I think last week, she did consensus, okay? But I'm not sure if she did the hummus or the peer-to-peer. So I think Candy has 2 resources available. Candy, creo que la última vez tú utilizas el consensus, pero no el hummus y no el persona a persona, ¿no? Tienes 2 herramientas que puedes utilizar hoy. Creo que es correcto, ¿no?
No. No usé ninguna herramienta.
Ninguna. You didn't use
No.
any resources. Woo! Okay. Candy tiene 3 herramientas. She has all of her tools ready to go. So we are going to get started here with question number 7. But before we begin, Candy, tell everyone listening what your experience was like last time playing the game and whether you have watched any more episodes to get prepared for today. So, dígale a nuestra satillonarios, ¿cómo fue la experiencia para tú la última vez jugando? Y es que tú miras más episodes de satchats para preparar, para estudiar. ¿Has estudiado para jugar hoy?
Yes.
Estudiando, ¿ok? Porque hay un millón de sats que puedes ganar. Senor, she is from Guatemala, and she actually told us last time that you can buy and sell stuff in Guatemala for Bitcoin, which is crazy. That's good, Jer. That's plenty. I just thought it was El Salvador where you could, use Bitcoin, but apparently in Guatemala, the same thing is true. So I think we are going to get it rolling right now here. Jeremy's got my view of Candy all nice and neat. So we're going to start with question number 7. Okay. Last time Candy got all the way to question number 6, which was worth 151,712 sats. So she's going to start with question number 7, which is worth 192,040 sats. So, pregunta número 7. ¿Estás lista o no?
Yes.
Okay.
What did you ask her there, Stuart?
Is she ready for question number 7? And she said yes.
This is an opportunity for you to teach other Satillionaires Spanish.
Yeah. So in Spanish, the word for Bitcoin is Bitcoin.
Oh, thank you.
Everybody lock that into your memory banks. Here we go. Mucha suerte. That's what Maycat said. Question number 7. Let's show it to her. And I have this, Candy, yo voy a leer en inglés y después tengo la pregunta en español. Okay, so let's start in English first. Number 119, Mario, compared our opportunity for wealth creation through Bitcoin to the opportunities that industry titans had during the A, Industrial Revolution, B, Gilded Age, C, Roaring Twenties, or D, post-World War II boom. Mario, Número 119, Mario, comparó nuestra oportunidad de creación de riqueza a través de Bitcoin con las oportunidades que tuvieron los titanes de la industria durante la revolución industrial, la edad dorada, los años 20 o el boom posterior a la Segunda Guerra Mundial. Okay. Answer or resource? Respuesta o herramienta?
La
La A. Okay. La A. Answer A is what she's saying. The Industrial Revolution o la Revolución Industrial. Let's show her the right answer, Jer. Es correcto. That is right. That is right. Guys, if you haven't seen number 119 Mario's episode, he was like a financial advisor who talked one of his clients out of Bitcoin a long time ago. And he was okay to come on the show and say, man, that was a mistake. Bitcoin is the greatest. And it gives you and I the same level of opportunity that only the elite titans of the Industrial Revolution had. So go and get you some Bitcoin.
That's a good episode that
it is
absolutely needs to be watched.
Yeah. Totally. There's so many episodes that they're not even close to the level that they should be at because they're fire, but we'll get there. So, Candy, la revolución industrial fue correcto. ¿Estás lista para pregunta número 8 o vas a salir con tu Bitcoin? Are you going to go to question number 8 or are you walking away?
seguimos.
Okay, seguimos. Yeah. Okay, we're going to keep going here. Let's show her question number 8 in inglés y después en español. Which one of these guests is my mom? Is it A, number 7, Sarah, B, number 28, Carr, C, number 57, Lynn, or D, number 79, Ashlyn? ¿Cuál de estos invitados es mi madre? ¿Es número 7, Sara, número 28, Carr, número 57, Lynn, o número 79, Ashlyn?
La B.
La B. Okay, La B. Número 28, Carr. Okay, let's show her the right answer here, Jer. Es correcto. Y mi madre está en el chat. Y su nombre es Carr. Y ella dice, yo sabe la respuesta es B. So that is my mom. That is my mom. Number 7, Sarah, is my wife's girlfriend who's supposed to come back on this show for her Bitcoin baby update and currently said, and I saw her today at my daughter's fun run and I said, it's time for you to come on the show. And she said, I sent you a text back. And I said, yeah, the one where it says you're busy. She was like, yeah. I was like, brah. Oh my God. So, and Lynn was an older lady who has a diversified portfolio and like has a villa in Italy and is chilling. Number 79, Ashlyn, is Anna Bevan's mom. So a bit of a trick question there. So, okay. La pregunta número 9 es por 307,706 sats, okay? Es mucho dinero. Es mucho dinero. ¿Quieres seguir o quieres salir?
Seguimos.
Seguimos. And see, in el chat, May Katz dice, el que no arriesga no gana. So,
Yes.
Maycat says you got to risk it for the biscuit. You got to risque pour le biscuit. All right. Question number 9. Let's show her the slide, JRB. En inglés y después en español. In Bitcoin's early history, what upgrade enabled transactions to have smaller sizes and lower fees by changing how signatures were stored? Is it A, segregated witness or SegWit, B, Taproot, C, Lightning, or D, Schnorr signatures? En la historia temprana de Bitcoin, ¿qué actualización permitió que las transacciones tuvieran tamaños más pequeños y tarifas más bajas al cambiar la forma en que se almacenaban las firmas? ¿Es segregated witness or SegWit, Taproot, Lightning, o firmas Schnorr?
La A.
La A. Respuesta final. No necesitas herramientas. Tienes confianza. You're ready to go. No tools. A is your answer. See?
Yes.
Okay. Man, she doesn't need no tools up in here. Let's show her the right answer. It's SegWit. That's wild. That is wild. Candy is crushing from Guatemala. Candy S. Woo. Okay. So SegWit is correct. That was the upgrade to Bitcoin's protocol that allowed people to pay less for transactions. And I think it may have enabled the Lightning Network. But that might be another trivia question in one of the other games. So Mom is saying the chat is killing it. Anna Bevan, yeah. Put me a roundup in the chat, Ables, of who's got points, what the leaderboard is in the chat, because I want to know what that's all about. Candy, antes de la pregunta número 10, dígame la historia de la primera vez que conoce satchats.
Ya volví, perdón. A mí me gusta mucho escuchar podcasts sobre Bitcoin y en una ocasión estaba viendo YouTube y me salió un podcast, entonces me puse a verlo, bueno, a escucharlo, y puse todo en español porque pues no sé mucho inglés. Y entonces me llamó la atención y empecé a ver que habían más y entonces empecé a ver más. Y prácticamente me volví una adicta porque siempre andaba buscando pues los podcasts, porque es una manera de seguir aprendiendo y de seguir instruyéndonos sobre el tema de Bitcoin, ya que es muy grande. Entonces hay muchas cosas que muchas veces no comprendemos o no sabemos, y a través de los podcasts nos vamos instruyendo un poco más.
So everybody out here in for Stagsy, because I don't know if you speak Spanish, brother. Candy said that she loves watching Bitcoin podcasts and listening to Bitcoin podcasts. And one day our show popped up. She watched it and basically turned into an addict, I think is the word that she used, because we're always coming out with new stuff and she's really enjoying it. So Candy, ¿estás lista para pregunta número 10? O seguimos o salimos? Look at that. That rhymes. I like that.
Seguimos.
Seguimos.
Right. Stuart, we have a question in the back before you go to the next question.
Okay.
This is a question for you. We're going to go back in the slides. Did you make up Schnorr signatures, or is that a real thing that is from both team members back here?
I did not make up Schnorr signatures, but Chappie may have made up Schnorr signatures. Because a lot of times
your transparency.
When I'm writing questions, I'll say, Chappie, I want a question where the answer is Segwit, for example. And we'll make a question together like that. Schnorr.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know, dude. We don't know. We
Sounds
don't
like
know.
a line of CPAP materials.
Stagsy is
Schnorr
like, dude.
signatures.
Stagsy is like, have I taken a holiday down to Sevilla? Where am I, dude? There's so much Espanol on today's episode.
All right, you give me back to your game now. We're done with the shenanigans.
All right, so pregunta número 10. Let's show it to Candy in inglés y después in español. Oh, this one's hard. When number 0, Stuart and Chris reached 100 guests who had stacked the sats, how many had chosen cash? Is it A, 7, B, 8, C, 9, or D, 10? This one is insanely hard. Cuando número 0, Stuart y Chris llegaron a 100 invitados que apilaron los sats, ¿cuántos habían elegido efectivo? ¿Es A, 7, B, 8, C, 9 o D, 10?
Sí.
¿Sí? ¿La sé?
Sí.
Ok.
La sé.
Tienes confianza, tienes 3 herramientas, ¿ok? Es la B. Es la B.
Uy.
Es la B. Okay, so cuando llegamos a 100 invitados, fue número 108 JC, okay? Y tuvimos 8
7.
que han elegido efectivo. Y en el episodio con Shuff, 112, Shuff, él elegí efectivo y él es el número 9. Pero, Candy. So for everyone watching, when we got to 100 who had stacked the sats, it was number 108 JC. Okay? And at that time, we had 8 who had chosen cash. It was actually my daughter who had chosen the cash last. But then 4 episodes later, we got to Shuff. Absolutely rigged fight. And he chose the cash and became number 9. Now, Candy, hay una regla en el juego que dice, si tienes 3 herramientas, y no ha utilizado ninguna de los 3, puedes darme los 3 para continuar. So we don't talk about this at the beginning of the game because it's too many rules to go through, but this has happened in the past. If you get a question wrong and all 3 of your resources are untouched, then you can trade all 3 into me, okay, for a second life, and you can keep playing. However, since you only earned question number 9's 307,000 sats, if you use all 3 resources to move past question 12 to question 11, and you get question 11 wrong, you don't drop down to question 10 and have your sats cut in half. You drop down to 9. So in Espanol, si me das los 3 herramientas para continuar y no tienes la respuesta correcta para pregunta número 11, Candy, no vas a regresar a los sats para número 10, vas a regresar a los sats para 9, porque 9 es la última respuesta correcta, okay? So you won't drop down to number 10, you'll drop down to number 9. That's the last earned amount of sats. You might have heard me say that earlier. So, Candy, ¿quieres darme tus 3 herramientas para continuar? O quieres salir con el medio de los sats que tiene aquí.
Te doy las 3 herramientas.
Okay, vas a darme los 3 herramientas. Okay, yo, vamos. Okay, Candy is going to trade in her 3 tools in order to keep going to question number 11. Holy smokes. But here's the thing, guys. And actually, this is what I'll say, too. We'll do this moving forward. If you get the question wrong, well, I'll noodle on that with the team, but I have an idea. So we're going to go on to question number 11. But if Candy gets question number 11 wrong, she drops all the way to question number 9. And we'll chop that in half. So Marcela says, Buena! I don't know if Marcela's wishing me a good morning or if she's like really pumped that Candy's going to keep going. So, all right, here we go. We're getting a bunch of look at vamos, 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 Candy, seguimos, Candy. Eso. All right. So, pregunta número es 11. 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 11. Pregunta número 11. Here we go. How much Bitcoin did Laszlo Hanyecks famously spend on 2 Domino's pizzas? Is it A, 5,000 Bitcoin, B, 10,000 Bitcoin, C, 25,000 Bitcoin, or D, 50,000 Bitcoin? ¿Cuánto Bitcoin gastó famosamente Laszlo Hanyecks en 2 pizzas de Domino's? 5,000 Bitcoin, 10,000 Bitcoin, 25,000 Bitcoin o 50,000 Bitcoin.
La B.
La B. La B. Okay, no tienes herramientas. Vamos a ver. La respuesta correcta, the right answer is B. La B, 10,000 Bitcoin. Okay. Y este es Bitcoin Pizza Day. That is now a holiday, Bitcoin Pizza Day. And we actually had Bitcoin Pizza Day here at the studio, and all of our past guests were invited, all their friends and family, all the Bitcoiners from the Raleigh meetup. We had a great time. And actually number 108 JC came out of that one. So, ooh, Candy, you have reached the okay. Whoa. For a second, I thought we were at the million sats question, y'all.
No, we would be sweating back here.
Holy moly. Okay. So we're at question number 12 now. Okay, so Candy, tú tienes y vamos a tutear porque somos amigos, okay? Somos amigos. Ya somos. Okay. Tú tienes que elegir. Es que yo quiere salir con casi 500,000 sats, okay? 493,000 sats, okay? Que es mucho dinero. O quieres arriesgar y seguir a pregunta número 12 para 624,000 sats. Do you want to walk away with almost 500,000 sats right now because you made it past the sketchy part where you would drop down to question 9, or do you want to keep going with question number 12? 500,000. Yikes. 500,000. Oh, mi español. Gringo aquí. 500,000. Lo siento. Which one do you want to do?
Me retiro.
Okay, Candy va a retirar. Es mucho dinero, no? Es mucho dinero. Okay, vamos a ver. So everybody, Candy is taking her 493,039 sats. She's walking away. Anna Bevan told me to put the clip on the side if the questions are burned. So now, vamos a ver cuánto dinero en Guatemala tienes. All right, so let's go to, for everybody watching here, we're going to see how much money she just made in Guatemala. We've got 942 sats to the dollar right now. So if I pop in her winnings, 493,039, and that's divided by 942. Candy, tienes ahorita how do I say 500 again? Es 500? 405, es 500, ¿no? En español, 500? O es 500? No sé. Okay. 523. 523. All right. $523. How do I say 523 in Espanol? Let's see what Chappie tells me. Okay. 523. Man, that 500 is hard. 500. I got to stop with that. Okay. Tienes $523. Okay. USD to Guatemala. USD to Guatemala. Quetzal. Quetzal. Se llama Quetzal. Yo, it's called the Quetzal. Okay. Tienes 4,000 quetzales. 4,000 quetzales. Okay. ¿Qué puedes hacer con 4,000 quetzales? What can you do with 4,000 Guatemalan quetzales?
Ay, muchísimas cosas. Por ejemplo, bueno, algunos amigos saben que mi perrita ha estado enferma y pues ha estado en tratamiento de sus riñones. Ahorita ya está bastante bien. Entonces, ya ahorita sí le tienen que hacer la operación que estaba pendiente. Entonces, eso me serviría pues para eso. Y para mis cosas de repostería, porque como comenté la vez pasada, yo hago postres, pasteles, entonces veremos si todavía nos queda un poquito para ello. Pero ahorita por lo pronto sería para mi perrita.
So everybody, she's saying that with 4,000 quetzales, you can do quite a bit in Guatemala, including paying for some care for her sick dog. Y'all, we are helping dogs get healthy here on Satchats. Do you got a sick dog? Bitcoin fixes this. Y Chape me dice que 4,000 quetzales es como un mes de ganar dinero. ¿Es verdad, sí o no?
Sí.
Okay, so guys, she just won a month's wages for herself here on the show today, and she's going to drive that all into her perrita enferma, her sick little dog, and we are going to be helping out. So, Candy, ¿qué quieres decir a tus satillionaires aquí, tus amigas aquí en Satchats antes de retirar? What do you want to say to the crowd?
Primero que nada, muchísimas gracias a ustedes por la oportunidad de poder participar. Como ya lo dije la vez pasada, es la primera vez que participo en algo así. Jamás había participado. Anímense los demás para participar, es muy divertido. Es muy bonito porque a la vez que vas contestando y que ganas, también vas aprendiendo. Es una experiencia pues muy bonita, tanto en la vida y que nos ayuda a crecer. Sigan viendo los videos, todos los podcasts y pues no tengan miedito. Sí se pone uno nervioso, pero se supera un poquito al final. Y muchísimas gracias a todos por su apoyo. Se los agradezco muchísimo. Y gracias a ustedes.
Y gracias a ti y darme todas sus amigas y su familia. Necesito más subscribers, más invitados, más jugadores. So, muchas gracias y nos vemos la próxima vez. Jer, let's say bye-bye to Candy. She told us that she has never participated in something like this online before, ever. Totally loved the experience. Loves watching the show and growing her Bitcoin knowledge. And basically got a little bit nervous there at the end, but had a really good time. So that was a ton of fun for me. 493. Whoa, hang on here. So what's going on here? Jeremy, let me see the scoreboard for all my Satillionaires real quick. Okay. We didn't show this at the beginning, but our first place winners, it's a tie between my dad and Fanny Packer because they got all the way to the 1 million Satoshi question. Neither of them got it right. So they had to drop down to the last earned amount, which was 790,000 sats. I chopped that in half. So they walked away with 395,000 sats. But Candy just got to 493,039 sats, and then she walked away, which means she is our new leader. She is on top of the leaderboard. Dude, I didn't even put that together while we had her on camera, bro. I could have asked her, how do you feel? How do you feel? Candy, si aún estás en el chat, dígame cómo sientes, porque tú es la primera ganador de TikTok Next Block. Tienes lo más sats que todo el mundo. You have more sats than anyone else. You are now atop our leaderboard. My dad and Fanny Pack are going to drop down to the 2 slot. Senor Gringo is now in the bronze seat. Senor, dude, you're barely hanging on to the podium, brother. You better figure out a way to come on here for your 3rd appearance so you can stack more Satoshis. All right.
Do we want to take a, we're waiting for people to want to play the game. In the meantime, I think we have somebody actually joining us. Luis is here.
Yeah, Luis.
Do you want to drop a coin in the well quickly?
Yeah. Let's go to Bitcoin Well, and then we'll bring Luis on for the second game today. So if you all are in the United States and Canada, I have an urge to translate everything into Spanish now, dude. That was a wild ride. If you are in the United States and Canada and you want to buy Bitcoin from an exchange that will send it directly to your self-custody wallet, no hijinks, no custody, no possibility of getting hacked, no possibility of doing weird things backstage, then you want to go to Bitcoin Well. And you want to go to bitcoinwell.com/satchats because they will give you 1,000 wishing well points. And that gets you 2 coins that you can throw into their wishing well. And each coin toss could win you up to 1 million sats. So if you want a chance at 2 million sats, you can either go to bitcoinwell.com/satchats and sign up today, or you can subscribe to Satchats on YouTube because we're giving away 2 million sats when we reach 10,000 Satillionaires subscribed. I need a giant army of Bitcoiners who know that we are in here doing Satoshi's work. You need to gather around me as if I am mounted on the battlefield so that we can charge across the wastelands of fiat clown world to the blessed realm of pre-coiners who need to hear this Bitcoin message. Anyways, y'all are getting me passionate over here. Let's drop a coin into the well. Get your Lightning wallets out, folks. The first person to scan this QR code is going to get these Satoshis in their Lightning wallet. My mom is upset again that this is the 3rd week in a row where I've not helped her with her Lightning wallet, dude. Oh my gosh. So let's redeem those. She's like, I'm missing out on these sats. So I'm going to have to get together with my mom and help her out. I can't see what that says, Jer. How many is that? 415 Satoshis. Okay. 415 sats. Your wish came true. You got some of the hardest money on earth. Give that a scanneroo. I'm going to leave that up for a couple of seconds while I read Candy's feelings here. Then let's drop another coin here in just a second. So Candy says, me siento feliz y agradecida por la oportunidad. Estoy muy movilonada. Mil gracias por la oportunidad. So she says, I asked her, how do you feel to be at the top of our leaderboard? She says, I feel very happy. I feel very grateful for the opportunity. I'm thinking movilonada means moved, maybe like emotionally moved. And she says, many thanks for the oportunidad. Suleiman asks, who is this poet? Who are you talking about, Suleiman? All right, Jared, let's throw another coin into the well and see if we can pop, because we popped 210,000 Satoshis on one of these live shows, and I want to see if we pop another big old coin into the wishing well and see how many we get. Also, Anna Bevan, if you'll give me like an update in the chat of the leaderboard, I want to see where we are, and then we'll get started with Luis. Come on, man. Let's pop big. Get in there. Conrad. Number 103, Adam. Come on, y'all. Chantel, Riley. Holler at me with some Satoshis. 527, bruh. Bruh. Hey, let's be grateful, okay? One day that'll be $527, man. Mark my absolute words. Looks like Angelus or Angelus got the Satoshis the first time. Angelus, see if you can scan. I know Senor Gringo Poppy's trying to scan that sucker with his. I know Suleiman has the lightning wallets, dude. Suleiman is the Pakistani Colossus. He is the Michael Saylor of, can I say is Pakistan part of the Middle East, or does that kind of get into the subcontinent of India? Or should I even say Pakistan and India in the same sentence? Maybe you guys don't like each other.
Maybe just say where he's at. How about that?
All right. We'll call it ancient Mesopotamia. He's the Mesopotamian Colossus. All right, let's bring on Luis. Man, I've got a 4-way tie in the chat. One correct answer each. That's probably the first time that's happened. Renato, for all your participation in comments and your support for Fountain. I hear you. Keep talking to me in the chats. Renato, you are the man. My mom, is that IE or Ale? Is it ALE? And then Matthew Clark. Okay. So let's bring on Luis.
We're just waiting for his camera to turn on, and we'll bring him in.
We're waiting for the camera to turn on. We're going to see if he is, should I make a handsome joke? Right? Like if he is as handsome as me. I don't think I'm that. I don't think I'm all that handsome here.
Yeah, let's break it down a little bit. Here's Luis.
Pakistan has BTC billionaires. Dang, bruh. Suleiman's going to become a Bitcoin. Okay, here comes Luis. All right, Luis. Are we playing in Inglés? Are we playing in Espanol? What language are we playing in here today?
Sí, muy buen día a todos. Me gustaría en español, por favor, porque mi inglés no es muy bueno.
Okay.
Holy smokes, this guy has the most attractive voice I've ever heard in my life. Can you translate that, please, so we can see the big smile?
Yes. Lord. So Luis says that he would like to play in Spanish because his English is not all that good. So Jeremy, we'll do that game set one like we talked about. And we will get him rolling. Now, his first question should be...
we're good to go.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Does Luis have his Luis, es que yo puedo oírme in tu computadora, I think. So let's try to fix that. Okay. Luis, ¿estás listo para jugar? ¿Sabes las reglas? Are you ready to play? Do you know the rules? Las tres herramientas, the 3 resources, all that stuff?
Sí, más o menos la sé, pero si me puede decir de nuevo, se lo agradezco, por favor.
Okay. So he says he kind of knows, but he wants a refresh. Guys, I'm going to learn every single language in the world thanks to this game. I need to figure out what language Suleiman speaks. Suleiman, tell me what language you speak so I can start studying, okay? And if you're in the chat right now and your first language is not English, tell me which language you speak and where you are from, okay? I want to hear it. And if you do speak English, shout out. Tell me where you're from because I'm intrigued. So, Luis, hay 14 preguntas para ganar es el millón satoshis, un millones de satoshi. Okay. Tienes 21 segundos para darme la respuesta. Si tienes la respuesta correcta, puedes retirarte con tus satoshis. O puedes arriesgar y seguir a la próxima pregunta. Pero si no tienes la respuesta correcta a la próxima pregunta, vas a regresar a la última pregunta y yo voy a cortar sus satoshis en medio y hasta la vista para otro día. Okay, so 14 questions, 21 seconds. Get it right, you can walk away, or you can keep going. But if you get that wrong, you drop down. I cut your satoshis in half. Pero tienes, Luis, 3 herramientas, okay, para ayudarte a ganar. La primera herramienta es el hummus, okay. La segunda es los satillonarios en el chat, okay, el grupo, okay, la información que tenemos en el chat, okay, o persona a persona, peer to peer. Mi equipo está allí, Jeremy y Anna Bevan. Ellos pueden ayudarte a ganar, a tener la respuesta correcta. So we got 3 resources for help: Hummus Break, Consensus, Peer-to-Peer. Y si tienes tus 3 herramientas intactas y no tienes la respuesta correcta, puedes hacer como Candy y darme las 3 para continuar. So you can give me all 3 to keep going if you get something wrong, but it only happens one time, okay? ¿Listo?
Sí, estamos listos. Gracias.
Okay, estamos listos. Y Luis, ¿de dónde eres? Where are you from?
También de Guatemala. Un saludo a todo el mundo desde acá de Guatemala.
Okay, Guatemala, fuerte, arriba. Guatemala en la casita. Okay. All right, Jeremy, let's show Luis his first question in inglés y después en español. Okay. No. Hang on. Translate this into Spanish, please. Come on, Chappie. Translate this into Spanish so I can have... There we go. All right. Okay. In inglés, what are satoshis? Is it A, mining equipment, B, the smallest unit of a Bitcoin, C, wallet backups, or D, lightning invoices? ¿Qué son los satoshis? Es A, equipo de minería, B, la unidad más pequeña de un Bitcoin, C, copias de seguridad de monedero, o D, facturas Lightning.
Sí, la respuesta es la B.
La respuesta es la B. Jeremy, let's show him if B is the right answer. B is the right answer. Es la respuesta correcta. Satoshi son la unidad más pequeña de un Bitcoin. ¿Tienes amigos allí ayudándote? ¿Quiénes son ahí?
Para la traducción en inglés me están ayudando un poco porque no sé inglés, ¿verdad?
Okay. So he's got some translators helping him as well. Okay. ¿Quieres retirarte o seguir?
Continuamos, por favor.
Continuamos. Suleiman says we need to add a timer to the screen. I love that. One day we will get there, brother. And has Suleiman told me which language he speaks? I don't see it yet. So, pregunta número dos. Vamos. Okay, show him the slide here in English. At the start of each Sat Chats episode, who says I'm your host? Is it A, Mike, B, Stuart, C, Kristen, or D, Abe? Al comienzo de cada episodio de Sat Chats, ¿quién dice soy tu anfitrión? Is that right? Is it Mike, Stuart, Kristen, or Abe?
Sí, la B, Stuart.
La B, Stuart. Let's show him the right answer, Jeremy. Sí, soy yo. Soy yo. Y esta es la palabra correcta. Anfitrión. Anfitrión. Whew. There's no way that's the word for host in Spanish. Anfitrión. That's crazy. Is that right? ¿Es correcto, anfitrión? It must be. All right. Luis is like, dude, what are you talking about? Anfitrión. I wonder if that I just like translate, I'm your bench, or like I'm your light pole. You know what I mean? We don't know. Okay. So vamos no, este es todo el tiempo que tenemos hoy. Entonces, Luis, vas a regresar la semana próxima para jugar, ¿no?
Sí, perfecto,
¿Sí? Okay.
Está bien, la próxima semana.
Ok, y puedes estudiar más para ganar más, ¿sí?
Perfecto.
Okay, guys, perfecto. All right. So,
Tenemos que.
¿Cómo?
Tenemos
que stack sats, sí. Yeah, look at the t-shirt. Look at la camisa. Luis is stacking sats. So, Luis is going to return next week for more Tock Next Block in Espanol. We are going to, every single person from Guatemala is going to come play this game. Todo la gente de Guatemala va a jugar Tock Next Block, no? So we'll say bye-bye to Luis for right now. Hasta la semana próxima.
A la semana próxima.
Vamos a vernos. Hasta luego. So we'll say bye-bye to Luis. I will put, man, I don't know whether to put this on the top or the side because it's kind of burned, but we're still using it. So I'm going to go on the corner here for Anna Bevan so that I can keep things organized for her. So everybody, let's see if we can throw one more Bitcoin into the, well, not one more Bitcoin, holy moly. Let's see if we can throw one more coin into the wishing well for everyone here. Bitcoinwell.com/satchats. We do have ourselves a nice little affiliation. We actually have another affiliation we haven't talked about at all yet. So we're going to have to figure out how to debut that sucker. Get out your Lightning wallets, Angelus. Get out your Lightning wallets if you're Senor Gringo Papi. Let's see if we can pop big on this coin. We're going to drop it right into the wishing well. Thanks, number 103, Adam. Appreciate you. I wonder if Conrad's number 78 or if he's number 75. Can we pop big, please? Let me see even less Satoshis than the first two times, bruh. Oh, dude. Bitcoin Well is not hitting us with the Satoshis this week.
Something is better than nothing.
Something is better than nothing, and every Satoshi counts. Okay. So if you want a chance at even more Satoshis than the 14 some hundred odd that we won through the Bitcoin Well today, and then you can do two things. Come play this game because Candy got herself a month of pay on the show. I mean, the only person who's earned more for himself on this show than Candy is Suleiman, who is at 6 weeks of pay at this point. Again, the Pakistani Colossus, shout out, brother. So come on to this show and play to win some sats, because you could either become an exclusive player of this game like Suleiman. He's done doing anything else in Pakistan to earn money. He's only watch chat so that he can come win the million sats over and over again, which is possible. Or you can take your sick dog to the vet and get them all healed up, baby. All right. We're making an impact here, guys. Shout out. So you can also subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. If you enjoyed today's game, then hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications while you're there. When we reach 10,000 Satillionaires strong, we're going to choose one of you at random live on this game show, and we're going to drop 2 million sats on your head. Episodes that you might have missed this week. Rob Hamilton's episode. He's the CEO of Anchor Watch. He told us some wild stories about how Lloyd's of London got started, how insurance got started, what you can do to insure your Bitcoin. He told us his Bitcoin story as well, which was crazy. We also published an episode number 129, Patrick. This guy doesn't think Michael Saylor has the right idea. He is currently being torn to shreds in the comments section. People are coming out of the woodwork to be like, this guy number 129, Pat, is straight up wrong, dude. Straight up wrong. Michael Saylor is the Chad. I know it. You know it. But Pat doesn't think so. So give a listen to his episode. See if you agree or disagree with him. And on Monday, oh my gosh, only listen to this episode if you want to get absolutely enraged. She comes on as a tax expert and says that the United States government is not tracking Bitcoin correctly. So they're putting it onto the exchanges who are also not tracking it correctly. And they're going to be sending you 1099 DAs in the first quarter of next year, 1099 digital assets that are going to show you how much taxes you owe on your digital assets. And it's going to be absolutely jacked up. And you're going to have to work with your exchange to correct. It's going to be a nightmare. Hopefully she's wrong. Hopefully, and also she's trying to get it delayed. So hopefully her crusade to protect us from the tax man is successful, and you can help her watching that episode on Monday. So thanks so much for watching Tock Next Block, the live game show where you play for 1 million sats. Tell all your family, tell all your friends. We are stacking generational wealth on this show. Get them to subscribe, get them to support, comment, like, share, help us become the world's biggest Bitcoin welcome center. Tune in Monday through Fridays at 11 a.m. for episodes of Sat Chats, and on Fridays, this game show. Thanks so much for watching. It's time for me to go have lunch with my wife. Bye-bye. Aso arriba, Guatemala.